Work began Sunday to remove a section of the Francis Scott Key Bridge stuck on the bow of the cargo ship that struck the bridge on Tuesday, but 22 of the ship's crew members remain stuck on board the vessel, and it's unclear how long they may be detained. The crew remains on the ship in order to cooperate with the National Transportation Safety Board's ongoing investigation into the cause of the accident. No crew members have been arrested, but several have been interviewed by investigators who boarded the ship last week. It remains unclear how long the crew of the Dali will remain stuck on the ship, though NTSB Chair Jennifer Homendy said the crew had electricity and food in their quarters, noting, "The cook was cooking when I got on board. It smelled very good." The entire ship is about 948 feet long and 158 feet wide, but it is unclear what areas have been deemed safe for the crew. "They're not sitting in the dark right now, but the ship cannot move," Homendy told reporters Wednesday. Multiple ministers who provide services to sailors at the Port of Baltimore told USA Today they were in contact with the Dali's crew, who requested Wi-Fi hotspots and SIM cards. Andrew Middleton, who runs the Archdiocese of Baltimore's Apostleship of the Sea, told the New York Times the crew members had a TV and reading materials to pass the time. The Key Bridge catastrophe triggered a massive response involving the Coast Guard, the Army Corps of Engineers and the NTSB. Coast Guard Vice-Admiral Peter Gautier said on Wednesday. While the NTSB begins an investigation into the cause of the incident, the first order of business for the military will be removing the Dali from the harbor, where part of its bow rests on the seafloor. The main challenge is removing those large trusses and steel members off the bow of the ship, Gautier said at a White House press briefing. The vessel bow is sitting on the bottom because of the weight of that bridge debris. Gautier said the crew was cooperating with what we need in terms of the investigation, and Homendy later confirmed NTSB investigators already conducted interviews with the ship's captain and first mate. The Coast Guard confirmed on Wednesday that there was no greater threat to the public from hazardous materials stored in the Dali's shipping containers. Although some containers fell into the Patapsco River, none contained any hazardous materials. According to Guatier, some containers were carrying mineral oils, but these remain secured on the ship. The majority of those containers are closer to the pilot house and are completely unaffected by the damage to the ship, the vice-admiral said. It is unclear how close these materials are to the remaining crew members on board. The Key Bridge Unified Command later noted that 14 containers of hazardous materials were impacted by the crash, which contained soap products, perfume products, or not otherwise specified resin.